What's going on, everybody? My name is Hydros and welcome back to some more My Hero Academia Ultra Impact. And today the brand new Aizawa and Mina banner and the new event is now live in the game. We're going to go over all of the new details for the new units, the new memories, and also kind of go over the banner and the event here in today's video. But before we go and do that, make sure you guys go down there, click that red subscribe button if you haven't already, click that bell, turn on all notifications, go ahead and leave a like down below on today's video and comment hashtag Aizawa down in the comments down below. Helps me on the algorithm quite a bit. And also, you know, let me know your favorite unit from the two new ones, whether it be Aizawa or Mina. Again, we're going to go over all of their details here in today's video, but let's go ahead and take a look at the event first. So the event here, you can kind of see it scrolling up top, the World Heroes Mission event, and this new one is actually live right now. They both end, I believe, on the same day, so 6 days left. If we go to the Summon banner, I do believe the banners also end on the same day, so you're going to have roughly a little bit over a week for both of these banners. Now, the World Heroes Mission banner has been live almost a month, and this will be live for a clear month once the 31st does hit. But they are running at the same time, which is really cool. I mean, you know, I know a lot of people are probably spending their stones on the World Heroes Mission banner probably, but you know, it's nice that we have not just one single event and one single banner running on, you know, that we kind of need like a multiple kind of banner situation, right? But this Aizawa and the new Mina are pretty interesting, and also their memories are really interesting as well. We're going to go over all of that here in today's video real quick. But let's go ahead and take a look at the event first. So, like I said, they are running the events simultaneously, and what that means is this new event here, if we go to the new event here with Mina, this new event, what they did was make it to where the World Heroes Mission units and memories also give double drops. So if we go to the event quests here, so this is all the quests. They got normal hard mode just like any other event, right? That's the same thing. But if we go to the double drop boosts, you can see that the World Heroes Mission units and the Mina and the Aizawa are all here, as well as all the memories from the World Heroes Mission and the new banner. Also, again, we'll go over all of these here in today's video, but again, they are kind enough to say, hey, you know, you guys are probably spending a lot on the World Heroes Mission banner because these are limited units and limited memories. So they're probably like, you know, we'll let them be double drop boosts for this event specifically because they are running at the same time. People are probably spending their gems on that banner a lot. So, you know, they went ahead and made them double drops for this event too, which I thought was really cool of them, really nice of them. Will help you out a lot when getting those medal drops for this event. Now, this event is a medal drop event, and I think this is the first time we're actually having a medal drop event right next to a lottery event. So if we go back, the World Heroes Mission event is a lottery event, which has the, you know, the boss battles, and then you can do the lottery draw and stuff like that right here, right? So this is the first time we're kind of having the lottery draw next to a medal one. And you can kind of see the differences in the two. But I do believe, you know, it's nice to have different ones. It's not, you know, doing the same ones over and over again. Like if we had only lottery events going on, that would be probably really boring really quickly. But again, the medal one, I think the lottery events are much better than the medal drop events, just because it feels like it takes almost forever and it takes so much stamina. It takes a lot of stamina to get those memories, whereas in the lottery event, you can get those memories actually really quickly for the dupes, as well as you get the character, right? So that's also a good thing. That's also a better thing for the lottery event, is that the lottery event, you get a character, whereas this medal type of event, you don't. So if we go to the medal shop here, you can see, oh, you can get the memories right here. As it goes up, it goes from like 1,000, 3,000, 6,000, as you see now, and then I believe it's like 9,000 or something like that after that. So it takes a lot of these medals. If I would recommend, if you're a collector like myself, focus on getting those memories right there, and then focus on other things afterwards. And they also did add stuff like the stat boosters, you know, for the HP, attack, and speed. They did add those, and they also added the items for your re-rolling of your extra ability slots there. So they did add all that stuff. We also got training items. We got items for your potential system, pretty much your ability board stuff. So that's always pretty much in there, right? So that's there if you want to get those. But I recommend getting your memories first, just because memories, we don't know when these events will come back, and you really just want, if you're a collector, you know, you want to get those memories and you can max them up really quickly. But yeah, so this is a memory, a medal type of event. Again, I think I prefer the lottery event, but it's pretty straightforward. As I mentioned, they do have the double drop boost for the World Heroes Mission units, which is really good for that. And then also, like I said, it's literally just an event. You get a fair amount of gems from this. It's not like a multi-worth, but you do get some gems from this. And it is nice to get some free gems and free items and stuff like that. They also do drop, I believe it dropped Hawks and the SR Aizawa medals as well, so you can actually get that limit break ability board actually done on those characters a little bit too by doing this event also, which is really nice. So you do get some medals for those. And also you got the missions. Again, you complete those as you're going along and stuff like that. But that is the event pretty much. Nothing too crazy. So let's go ahead and head on over to the banner. And I'm going to go ahead and head on over to the database website, which I myself am building for you guys to use from My Hero Academia Ultra Impact. So head on over there, MHAUI.xyz. Let's go ahead and pull it up here. This is the website that I am building for you guys. And this is where it's going to list all the units and memories in the game and stuff like that. So here we go. So we have the new Aizawa, he is a UR purple unit, and we have the Mina, who is an SR blue unit, and we have 3 new memories. Obviously, one of the memories is a free-to-play one. So let's go ahead and take a look at Aizawa really quickly. So we have the Void Piercing Gaze Shota Aizawa. He is again, purple unit. He's a UA teacher, eraser, pro hero. Obviously, he comes from the general pool. His Awakened Art, which is really cool, or his Unawakened Art right here. And then he has his Awakened Art, which I really like. His Awakened Art looks really cool. So, I mean, all the arts in the game look good, right? So, you know, that's the thing. So his plus ultra skill being Manipulation Bang, cleanse enemy of 2 buffs, so you can remove 2 buffs from the enemy, and then you inflict 650% damage to a single enemy, deal an additional 40% damage if enemy has a skill damage debuff. So he's gonna work well with someone who has a skill damage debuff buffer on the unit. But usually when they release these units who has that in their plus ultra, one of their action skills do have a debuff in their action skills. So we're gonna go ahead, and that's actually his second one here. So his first action skill is Capture Cloth, inflict 350% damage to a single enemy. When used in a 2 or more chain successfully, it has a medium chance to restraint. I'm not sure if that was restraint or constraint. Targeted enemy for 1 turn and has a cooldown of 5 turns. So that's going to be able to kind of limit your enemy a little bit, restrain them a little bit, and give you that damage off right there. And it's pretty easy to get these chains off if you can get a 2 or more chain pretty much. So you can get that pretty easy. And then Eraser, so cleanse enemy of 2 buffs, reduce targeted enemy speed and skill damage by 25% for 3 turns. So that is where that skill damage debuff is going to come in handy. You're going to want to use the Erasure and then follow up with that plus ultra skill, get that enemy extra damage from that skill damage debuff there. So that's going to be really handy if you kind of handle those 2 together, or if you pair someone with Aizawa that also has a skill damage debuff, right? So that's going to be useful for him also. His first auto skill is Be Rational. When attack deals critical damage, skills deal an additional 40% damage for 3 turns. At the start of each wave, reduce enemy critical rate by 25% for 3 turns. So at the start of each wave, you're going to be reducing the enemy critical rate. So a little bit less of a critical hits from the enemy, which is going to be really, useful at times, pretty much, I think. Critical hits can, kind of make or break a situation in some games, right? So that critical reduction is going to be really good. And then also when you're dealing critical damage yourself, you're going to get that extra skill damage on top of that for 3 turns. So that's going to be really good. If you're critting, then boom, you're going to be able to get that extra damage off as well. So his second auto skill, which is going to be not Explosive Sweat, it's not that. Yeah, I forgot to rearrange it. But when HP is 50% or more, increase critical rate by 25%, increase critical rate for all 1A student allies by 15%. So when your HP is above 50%, you're going to give that 1A student ally buffer of 15% to their critical rate. And then also you're going to be increasing Eraser's head's critical rate by 25%. So that's going to be really useful. Again, coupled with his first auto skill, when you're dealing that critical damage, you're going to get those crits off more often. And then also those skills are going to deal that 40% extra damage also. Plus he's going to be a 1A student buffer, so you can throw him on teams with like Bakugo or the new World Heroes mission Todoroki, stuff like that. He's going to work well with 1A students in terms of his second ability there, which is going to be really, really good to get that critical rate up for your characters. So Eraser, right off the bat, he's not a standout, like, he's not like a, oh my god, he's dealing massive damage type of character. He's going to be kind of like a supporting character, more or less, with a little bit of damage here and there. So, he's going to be a cleanser. He's going to be a restrainer. He's going to definitely be a support. He can definitely be a support well for, UA teachers or pro heroes, and definitely is going to help out the 1A students, given that second ability down there. So definitely think that Eraser is a decent support. I don't know if he's worth summoning for right now, but he will be added to the general pool regardless, so just to be aware of that. So let's go ahead and take a look at Mina here, who is a new SR blue unit. Again, adding more and more blue units to the game. It's just so many blue units, and her arts are actually pretty good. Also, I love her awakened and unawakened arts right there. So there's her arts. Let's go ahead and take a look at what she does. So her plus ultra is acid shot plus ultra, inflict 500% damage to one enemy, reduce enemy defense by 15% for 3 turns. So that defense reduction is going to be really good. She's reducing enemy defense, especially if you're going against someone like the USJ bosses or something. Get that extra defense lowering. You're going to be doing that extra bit of damage to them, and that's going to be really good for you, especially if you're on mono blue. She's going to work well with mono blue because mono blue is pretty much the dominant typing in the game still. And you know, couple her with Todoroki, the Air Force Deku, the Bakugo Momo, even that's gonna be a lot. But her first action skill is acid shot, inflict 250% damage to a single enemy, reduce enemy defense by 15% for 3 turns. So another enemy defense reduction for that acid shot cooldown of 5 turns, and also reduces enemy speed by 25% for 3 turns. So she's going to be reducing speed, and she's going to be reducing defense by 15% and 25%. So that's going to be really, really good for you, especially because it is one of her action skills. And then you can also follow up with her plus ultra, reducing that defense a little bit more as well. So there's that. Acid Veil, it's going to taunt the enemies for 2 turns and then gain a 2-turn damage cut, reduce damage by 35% pretty much, cooldown of 5 turns. So pretty much she's going to kind of be like a shield a little bit, and while she's that shield, she's going to also be receiving a damage cut, so she's going to be taking a lot less damage while the enemies are attacking her, so they can focus on her, and then you can then deal out the damage to them afterwards. So we can do this. Her first auto skill at the start of the battle, fill all allies plus ultra gauge by 20%. So you're gonna get that extra plus ultra gauge right off the bat when going into the match. Her and Momo being, I think Momo, it's her plus ultra skill if I'm remembering correctly. Her plus ultra skill gives that extra plus ultra gauge following her plus ultra attack. So you're gonna get that extra at the start, follow up with Momo's at the end. Man, you're gonna get a lot of plus ultra damage right there, right off the bat. So her second auto skill being, whoa, nice moves, gain evasion for 1 hit at the start of the battle. At the start of each wave, increase speed by 30%. So that's going to be insane right there, excuse me. But she's going to get evasion pretty much right at the start of the battle, so she's going to be able to avoid a singular hit right at the start, which, I mean, at the start of the battle, I don't know, you're not going to probably get hit by something crazy at the start. I mean, you definitely could get hit by something crazy at the start of the battle, but I don't know, for 1 hit at the start of the battle, it's okay. I mean, I don't know how often that's going to come in handy. I mean, it could definitely come in handy, right? But I don't know how often that will come in handy. And then at the start of each wave, you're going to increase your speed by 30%, which is really good. She's going to get that extra speed boost, and you're going to be able to pretty much, you know, outspeed the enemy for a few turns, right? At the start of each wave. So Mina, she is a good blue unit. She's a decent SR unit, I would say, especially with that taunt, and then also giving that defense and speed reduction. That defense and speed reductions are going to come in handy, again, as I said, for USJ, VE tower, stuff like that, if you want to deal off that extra bit of damage and do it really quickly. So she's going to be really, really useful for that kind of stuff right there. So that, I think, for her, does make her a decent SR unit. Again, she's going to be added to the general pool, so you're going to have multiple chances to pull her even after her banner leaves. But Mina, she's going to be a very useful unit, especially just a SR unit for all you free to play and for all you light spenders. If you do happen to get Mina, and you're also, if you're focusing on mono blue, she definitely is going to be a blue unit to have on your team because of that, you know, defense and that taunt there. That damage cut taunt is going to be really good also. And then also the plus ultra gauge for all allies by 20% is also really good, right? So her kit is a pretty decent one. It's not like super top tier, but it is a really good, you know, a really good kit for her. So I do believe that she is a good unit. So let's move on to the first memory. You're a hero more than anyone else. This art is from season 5. Clearly, this is season 5 type of stuff. And then its ability is when equipped to a purple ally, increase power by 45% when HP is 50% or less. Reset all action skills currently on cooldown once only. So this one can be useful for, let's say, the purple Bakugo. This one can be useful for the new purple Aizawa, definitely the new purple Aizawa, or any other purple unit on the team, pretty much. So if you equip it to a purple unit, that purple unit is going to get that power increase of 45%, which is going to be really good for them. But also, whenever you fall below 50% or less with the character that has this equipped, all action skills that are on your cooldown. So let's say you have a massive, let's say you have a 6-turn cooldown and a 5-turn cooldown. You use them both already, and then you fall below 50% HP. Boom, your skills are ready to go once again. And it's only once only, but that can make or break a match right there. That can definitely make or break a boss fight in an instant. And that's going to be really cool that you can reset your action skills and not have to worry about the cooldown at least once per match if you fall below that 50%. So that's going to be really good. So you can let your characters, especially if you have a healer. If you have a healer on your team, if you let yourself go below 50%, if you really need that reset on the action skills, reset the action skills and use a healer, boom, you got that healing right back. So that's going to be really, really good there. So let's go ahead and look at the next one. Again, these memories are really quick, right? So the next summonable memory, the summonable one being another job. This one also is a season 5 type of artwork. So when equipped to a pro hero ally, skills deal an additional 40% damage, increase HP by 20%. So this is a good one. I think there are a few of them, but there's not quite a lot, but there are a few of them that do give you HP increases. Now, this one being another HP increaser, and especially working with pro hero allies. So if you're equipping this to a pro hero like the new Eraser, if you're equipping this to the SR All Might, the SR Endeavor, the UR All Might, the UR Endeavor, whatever it may be, as long as it's equipped to a pro hero, you're gonna get that 40% skill damage increase, and then also getting that extra HP buff on top of that. So you're gonna get a lot more HP out of it, and that's gonna be really good for your characters. And then also for survivability. So that's a decent memory, I would say. It's a pretty good one. And then here we have the new farmable memory, which is from the event. So it's never-ending homework SR memory. At the start of each wave, reduce enemy speed by 25% for 3 turns. If team has 1A student ally, increase critical rate by 10%. Now this memory actually could be very, very useful to Aizawa. Now, if you're using Aizawa with 1A students, so if you have a 1A student on your team with the Aizawa, now the Aizawa, as I mentioned, does work with 1A students. His second auto skill does work for 1A students. So if you have Aizawa, the new purple one, with a 1A student, whether it be whatever unit you want to put on the team, right? As long as you have an 1A student ally on your team, you're going to get that critical rate increase for that Aizawa if you equip this memory, meaning he's going to get that critical rate. Then his second or his first auto skill, whenever you're dealing critical damage, you're going to get that skill damage increase. So that's going to be really good for Aizawa or anyone that, depends on critical hits or critical rate increases. So that's going to be really good. And then also at the start of each wave, if doing a multiple wave type of fight, you're going to get that speed reduction on your enemies for 3 turns. So that way you're going to be going faster, faster, faster. And that's going to be really good for your team as well. So this one, I do believe this one specifically was really well made for Aizawa specifically. But again, it could really help out any pretty much character on your team, especially with this 1A student ally. Again, I think this one would be really well for that purple Aizawa, this guy here. So those are the new memories, the new characters and stuff like that. Should you summon on this banner, or should you just still summon on this one? It is hard to say, because the banners basically have the same units on the banners, right? I mean, if I was to say between this one or this banner, I would say summon on the World Heroes Mission banner, just because these are limited units. They probably will not come back. If not for a long time, they won't come back. So I would recommend, if you want to summon, if you're a whale, if you're a light spender, summon a little bit on this one. Maybe throw 3-4 multis at it, maybe. After that, kind of stop. If you haven't gotten any of the World Heroes Mission units, I would recommend summoning on the World Heroes Mission banner first, then summon on the Aizawa and Mina banner after the fact. Now, I don't believe Mina and Aizawa are on the general pool for this. So this banner, they're not on this pool. So if you're trying to get Aizawa and Mina and you're summoning on this one, they are not in the pool for this one here, if I'm not mistaken. So for this one, yeah, I mean, pretty much all the units on this banner are on this banner, except the World Heroes Mission units, obviously. So if you want to summon, but you don't care about the World Heroes Mission units, I recommend summoning on this banner then, if you really want to. But again, I think the World Heroes Mission banner has a lot more value to it, because they are limited units, they are limited memories, and they probably are. I think the units on the World Heroes Mission banner are a little bit more useful than the Aizawa banner, but that's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments down below, whether you like the new Aizawa and Mina, the new memories and all that stuff. What do you think of the new event? What do you think of them running these simultaneously side by side? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments down below. Leave a like down below on today's video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications by clicking that bell. I can't talk today, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.